Hey, everybody, welcome to this episode of the Disc Golf Answer Man. Next one's from Zach the Stash.
Ooh. Like mustache?
What's going on, Bobby? Cool Daddy, Slick Breeze.
He just ate the
Eric
microphone.
E. Mac McCabe and Robert MC McCall.
Yeah, okay, well,
Okay.
I've heard
MC
worse.
because he's a great MC and was at GBO. Anyways, Eric, I just got done watching your In the Bag video, which brings me to my question. I notice you throw defenders and enforcers like a lot of pros, but I was just curious, what is the main difference between those two discs? I know they both are overstable. They're both pretty overstable, but I personally only bag defenders because I found some defenders that are very overstable that just use the slot of the enforcer. So I'm curious as to how you decide whether to throw your slightly straight enforcer as opposed to your slightly straight defender. So if you could answer my question, that'd be great. All right, you guys have a great day, and let's go Pens.
Hockey.
Last minute. So yeah, but real quick
Didn't they
before you
win?
answer,
I think so.
before you answer, Eric, yes, a lot of you have been asking. It's taken us a long time, but we finally were able to put together an In the Bag for Eric McCabe. Anthony did a great job editing that together. So
Nice.
you can go to youtube.com/dynamic discs, or if you happen to follow Eric, you should have seen it as well on YouTube. So check that out. It's a really good In the Bag.
We gonna do some in the bag soon, Bobby?
No.
Monkey Island.
Yeah, we don't need to know.
So to his question, Eric.
It's a great question, and it's probably the top second question I've got from that In the Bag.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Nice.
a lot of people ask that question. It's true. The two discs are very similar to each other. I do have a couple defenders in the bag that tend to be just about as overstable as the enforcer is. But I like to keep at least one just brand new super beef enforcer in because I know it's not going to turn over. I know what it's going to do, and it doesn't come out of the bag too often. It'll come out if there's a more of a headwind, or if I need a big skip.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed the enforcer gets a little bit more skip out of the finish than the defender does. So that's kind of when I choose that overstable side of it as opposed to a defender. But I mean, on the other side, I'll also just go out and throw defenders all day.
Right.
You know, it just kind of depends on the mood, how I'm feeling. But as far as the bios go, my straighter enforcers, I love that disc.
Yeah. You've had it for forever.
I've had it since it came out, since those discs came out. And what I use it for is more if I need to get more straighter distance or more controlled distance. Mm-hmm. For example, hole 13 at Jones East.
Yep.
OB on the left, there's OB on the right, and it's probably, 130 feet maybe wide?
Yeah.
Roughly. Maybe not even that much.
Yeah, but put it a little offline, you can be in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. But with this, like when I went to Vegas this year, there was a lot of fairway holes where you had to keep it straight but had to get distance. So I was breaking out that in Bio Enforcer a lot. So that disc I know I can just rip into, and it's going to fly relatively straight with a slight fade at the end. Not a whole lot, but I can just get controlled distance out of it. It's familiar, so I love that part of it. The defender, I pretty much will throw into slight headwinds, or if it's anything I just need to absolutely rip on.
Yep.
Knowing it's going to fly straight with a pretty decent stable finish. Now I do have a pretty beat enforcer that's in the bag, but defender, but it's pretty much only comes out for like say forehands or
like a hyzer flip or something.
yeah,
like that.
hyzer flip, because it's a little. I mean, it's not as old as my Bio Enforcer, but it's slightly more understable.
Yeah.
So if I need to, like a big turnover shot, I can throw that one, or a nice forehand shot.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
It's complicated.
is.
It's a little.
Your
complicated,
relationship
but
is so complicated.
It is, but I mean, it's
honestly what feels
It
good to you.
works.
Like there's
Can't lie.
plenty
Or
of
can't
holes out
argue
there
with
where
that.
you could throw either defender or enforcer, and honestly, it's just whichever one feels more confident in your hand.
I mean, another thing, I get a little bit more distance out of my defenders than I
Right.
do my enforcer. So if it's something that I just can rip on, but I don't want to get the extra added 30, 40 feet of distance, that's when I'll throw the enforcer.
Yeah, that's one of the differentiators for me between the two as well.